Far Cry 4 takes you in a vast land that lies in the Himalayas that is in the midst of rebel uprising. The region is known as Kyrat, a country that bears similarity to the South Asian countries of India, Bangladesh and Nepal. You play as Ajay Ghale. Oops, I meant Ajay Ghale as he returns to his roots of his home country to learn about the facts surrounding the death of his mother. But he has to face with Pagan Min, a corrupt, brutal leader of Kyrat.
Good people in Kyrat. I'm sure you will all be delighted to know that the reports of my death are completely and utterly inaccurate.
Jay,
the major difference here is that you will undertake missions where you have to choose either Anita and Sebo as they have different goals to determine who will lead the so-called Golden Path.
This is about lives.
And yes, there are disagreements between each other.
This is about war. We need that intel.
We're talking about soldiers we can use. Remember what you said about DARPA?
Any decision you make will affect the outcome as you progress through the game. You will have access to a variety of weapons as you undertake missions, such as using a bow and arrow to covertly take out the enemies, especially snipers, using mortars to rain down shells on multiple enemy targets. This is quite useful if you are in a situation where there are waves of reinforcements coming at you. These weapons can be helpful for blowing up vehicles carrying a load of fuel, therefore destroying the gates of enemy outposts. Since this game is in an open-world environment, there are a whole range of vehicles to drive to help you navigate the rough terrains of Kyrat, like driving a jeep with the radio tuned to radio-free Kyrat. More in a moment. Or how about all-terrain vehicle? Yeehaw! Even you can fly around Kyrat aboard on the buzzer while shooting hostile targets from the ground. Now that's cool. And not only will you navigate the roads of Kyrat, you can also escape enemy fire by ramming onto hostile vehicles, sometimes instantly killing them. It depends on how big the vehicle is. Stuck in a very difficult firefight? No problem. Far Cry 4 now features rampaging elephants you can ride on to cause mayhem. Just ram them, and I guarantee they don't get back up. Here, the crafting feature is pretty much the same, as long as you collect required ingredients throughout Kyrat. You also have Bell Tower, which I just released the bees. Anyway, after making a difficult journey to the top of the tower and activate the control switch, you'll uncover several locations that will be mentioned on the world map. A new system featured in Far Cry 4 is Karma, which is earned by performing tasks for the Golden Path and the citizens of Kyrat. There are several ways to increase Karma by killing a desired target and retrieving a package, saving a group of hostages from royal guards, and spinning mana wheels. But be warned, you could lose Karma if you kill civilians, Golden Path warriors or elephants. Scattered throughout Kyrat are fortresses which are run by Pagan Min and his henchmen. If you perform more missions, the fortress will be weakened to a point you can unleash your weapons and take down all the enemies to liberate them. While liberating the fortresses and also outposts, the guards will activate the alarms, therefore summoning waves of reinforcements. Once they arrive, it will make this firefight fairly difficult. It's better to deactivate the alarm bells to make things easier.
Need a bit more of the secret ingredient.
Whoever came up with those two-word pod dudes. Anyhow, Far Cry 4 has tons of side missions you can perform. These range from being injected with a hallucinating drug, to taking the blood diamond to please that religious leader. They carry even more rewards such as weapon upgrades upon completion.
And the Lord said, Who shall I sin?
Far Cry
and you answered,
8.5,
saying, I am here, send me.
At some point, besides Kyrat, you will be treated with an exploration of a mythological world called Shangri-La through the portrayal of the Kyrati ancestor. It's a dreamy world and there is plenty going on there. You will be accompanied by a tiger whose mission is to aid you throughout this journey.
This is Rabi Ray Rana, and you're listening to Radio Free Kyrat. Let's hear some tunes.
With the breathtaking environment of Kyrat, over-the-top storyline as well as realistic character design, Far Cry 4 delivers hours of outstanding gameplay and challenging missions. And mesmerizing moments. Hell yeah. And that's the reason we give Far Cry 4 a 8.5 out of 10.